Welcome, and thank you for tuning into this powerful episode. Today, we're diving into something so urgent, so real, and yet, often overlooked: the hidden struggles of today's children. As parents, we often focus on visible things: grades, behavior, health, obedience, routine. But underneath all of that lies a world that's harder to see. A world full of questions, fears, insecurities, silent cries, and unspoken needs. And if we don't slow down and truly see our children, we might miss the very moments that define their emotional well-being. I want to speak to you, not as an expert, not as someone who has all the answers, but as a fellow parent. Someone who knows what it means to be tired, stretched, unsure, and even scared. But also someone who believes that parenting is the most important mission on earth. What we do today shapes how our children see the world tomorrow. Let's begin this deep journey, not of blame, but of understanding. Not of shame, but of awareness. Not of perfection, but of progress. We owe our children more than comfort and success. We owe them our presence, our listening ear, our open hearts, and our willingness to grow alongside them. Let's uncover what's really going on in the hearts of our children, and how we can love them better. Here are some points I'll be listing out. 1. The emotional weight children carry. Let's start with this question: when was the last time you asked your child how their heart is doing? Not just, how was school? Not just, did you eat? Or did you do your homework? But, are you okay inside? Children today carry emotional loads that many adults can't even imagine. They deal with anxiety from school, confusion from broken families, pressure to succeed, fear of bullying, and the constant noise of social media. Sometimes, they feel like they can't express what they're feeling because they don't want to disappoint us. Or because they've been trained to be strong. Or worse, because when they have opened up in the past, no one listened. A child may say, "I'm fine," but deep inside, they're drowning. And how do these emotional struggles show up? A child who suddenly becomes aggressive may be dealing with fear. A child who becomes quiet may be struggling with low self-esteem. A child who talks back may not be disrespectful, they may feel unheard. We must learn to see beyond behavior. Behind every reaction is a deeper story. Children need safe emotional spaces. They need parents who don't just correct, but connect. Who don't just talk, but listen. 2. The digital drain on childhood. Our kids are growing up in the most digitally saturated era in history. Technology is amazing, but let's be honest, it's becoming the new parent. When a child is upset, we give them a tablet. When we're tired, we put on a cartoon. When we're busy, we hand over the phone. Slowly, without realizing it, screens are replacing real-time parenting. And while children are entertained, their minds are overstimulated, and their emotional growth stunted. Let's talk about the hidden dangers: shortened attention spans, addiction to dopamine from instant content, difficulty processing emotions, comparing themselves to influencers, fear of missing out of real-world empathy. What's worse? Parents are on their phones too. Even dinner time has become screen time. We must reclaim our homes. Not by banning tech completely, but by setting healthy boundaries. Create screen-free hours. Practice face-to-face conversations. Play board games. Read together. Cook together. Just be together. The best gift you can give your child in this digital world is your full attention. 3. Pressure and perfectionism. Every parent wants the best for their child. But sometimes, in chasing the best, we create pressure that slowly crushes them. The race to get top grades, excel in music, shine in sports, be well-behaved, polite, respectful, confident, mature. All at the same time, it's too much. And what message does it send? That love must be earned. That failure is shameful. That being average is unacceptable. Children begin to feel like their worth is measured in performance. Here's what perfectionism does. It creates fear of failure, it fuels anxiety, it damages self-esteem, it leads to people-pleasing. We must change the message. Instead of saying, you can do better, try, you did your best, and I'm proud of you. Instead of, look at your cousin, try, you're unique, and that's your superpower. Celebrate effort over result. Process over outcome. Character over achievement. Let your children know they are loved not for what they do, but for who they are. 4. The disconnected home. Many homes are filled with love, but empty of connection. We rush from task to task. School runs. Work stress. Chores. Bills. Social media. Netflix. Everyone's together, but emotionally miles apart. Connection is not just about physical presence. It's about emotional engagement. Ask yourself, when was the last time we had a heart-to-heart talk? When did we last play together? When did I last really look at my child? Children spell love as time. Not toys. Not money. Not even vacations. Just time. Reconnect over meals. Reconnect before bed. Reconnect through simple daily routines. Because when home is a safe emotional space, your child will always come back to it, no matter how far life takes them. 5. The fear of not being enough. This is perhaps the deepest silent struggle, the fear of not being enough. Many children walk around thinking, I'm not smart enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not good enough for dad. I can't do anything right. Where do these fears come from? Sometimes from school. Sometimes from peers. But often from home. Unintentional words. Constant correction. Lack of encouragement. Comparing them with others. Dismissing their feelings. Children internalize these things deeply. They begin to self-doubt. And eventually, they stop trying. Your voice as a parent becomes their inner voice for life. So ask yourself, am I building or breaking? Am I encouraging or exhausting? Am I lifting or limiting? Speak life into your child daily, you're enough. I believe in you. You make me proud. These words can change a child's entire future. 6. Helping children feel seen, heard, and safe. So how do we help? First, we slow down. We become emotionally available. We stop seeing every meltdown as misbehavior and start seeing it as communication. We ask questions like, can you tell me what you're feeling right now? What happened today that made you feel small or scared? Is there something you wish I understood better? We listen without interrupting. Without correcting immediately. Without rushing. We validate. Validation is not agreement. It's simply saying, I see you. Your feelings are real. And I'm here. This alone can bring healing. Also, let's create rituals of emotional check-ins. A few minutes a day. No screens. Just presence. The more emotionally safe you make your home, the more emotionally strong your child becomes. Now here are practical tools for building emotional bonds with your children. 1. The 10-minute rule. Spend 10 undivided minutes daily doing what your child loves, not what you love. 2. One-on-one time. Create dates with each child individually. No siblings. No distractions. 3. Emotional vocabulary. Help your child name their emotions. Say, are you feeling angry, frustrated, sad, or something else? 4. Story sharing. Share your own childhood stories. It builds trust and teaches life lessons. 5. Positive affirmations. Start the day with statements like, you are strong. You are loved. You are enough. 6. Apologize when wrong. Saying I'm sorry shows humility and builds respect. 7. Bedtime talks. Ask each night, what was your best and hardest moment today? These tools aren't difficult. but they're powerful. Use them often. Parenting is hard. The world is noisy. Time is short. Mistakes happen. But here's the good news. You don't have to be a perfect parent. You just have to be a present one. Your child doesn't need every toy, they need your time. They don't need every answer, they need your understanding. They don't need constant correction, they need connection. Let us not raise children who are rich in grades and poor in emotions. Let's raise children who know they are loved. They are seen. They are safe. Because the world may be unkind, but if home is a place of love, they will always be okay. Let's raise emotionally strong, kind, and whole children. One day, they will thank you, not for being perfect, but for always showing up with love. Thank you for watching. If this message touched you, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment.